We should be doing critical thinking. I think if you're conscious, if you're present with God at all times, then all things will be made clear to you. It's not, you won't have to think it through or think about it. And then whenever you do it, it always turns out right. There's no second thoughts about it at all. And critical thinkers sound like people who are not conscious of God. They're not centered. And so they're trying to figure out things in their head. And as the young man said, and Jesus said, every thought you get is a lie. Everything you think you want, you don't. Everything you think you don't want, you do. So everything is all confused. And so if nothing in your mind is the truth, how can you think through things with that, with those thoughts? That's why God said, bring every thought into captivity. Every thought. Because every thought is a lie. It builds you up to let you down to build you up. It tells you what seems to be the truth in order to tell you a lie. It tells you you want this, but you really don't. It tells you you don't want it, but you really do. Because every thought is from the deceiver. And our battle is a spiritual battle at all times. And we're fighting, good is fighting evil. Evil is trying to defeat, and good is trying to defeat. So the moment you believe anything in your thought, you have now become one with the lie. And Satan is your father. If you could just stay present where God is, he said, come into my present. If you could just stay present, all things will be revealed to you. And you won't have to get a headache and worry about trying to. God doesn't want us to try to figure things out. He wants us to know. And the only way we're going to know is by knowing him and being one with him. We have to become one with him. You can't figure it out because no one knows the mind of God. Even Satan doesn't know. So while you're in your head trying to figure out things, you're communicating with your father, the deceiver, and he's going to deceive you about all things. So I think critical thinking, even with the example that Francisco gave about the folks at his job, if they didn't get into critical thinking, they would see what to do anyway. Because that's their talent. That's what God has given them to do. And it'll be easier to see how to do it rather than trying to figure it out. Because folks who are always thinking about things, you can't live around those people. They are not like happy people to be around. Now, I could be wrong, totally disagree. I don't mind. That's why we're fellowshipping. But I just think you need to practice being present with God in all things. Not your job, your relationships, everything. Even when you're cooking, because you're learning how to cook, right? And burning everything.
You'll see a little bit.
No, I'm kidding. And so even in cooking, if you stay present and not lost in your head about, oh my God, what's going to happen? How am I going to do this? You won't mess it up. It'll work out. It will always work out if you do it in the presence of God. There are two ways of living, either in the light or in the darkness. You're not on your own. There is no gray area. You're either of the light or of the darkness.